conversation that we need to have all together, and should have been happening in the previous 10 years, but every year it's being pushed. En français, on dit pelleter par en avant. On pète le problème du financement du collectif par en avant. No government has decided, even like with the previous minister, and he did a tour. There was consultation. We have the report. But it's been put on a tablet, on a shelf.
Sure.
So at this point, it's not about deciding if we're for or against. It's about deciding, users, the government and cities, how do we support the public transit system?
So tough decisions are at hand, and you just heard the mayor of Montreal, Valérie Plante, talk about how those tough decisions have been pushed back over and over and over again. Reaching the breaking point here, $700 million hole is what public transit in this city is facing. That means one of a few things, right? Door number one, raise prices. Door number two, increase taxes. Door number three, reduce services. So where do we go on this one? Or do we just beg to Quebec City for more money? Pierre Lessard-Blais is on the line, chairman of the Finance Committee with the City of Montreal and Mayor of Mercier-Hochelaga-Maisonneuve. Pierre, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me, Elias.
What's the solution here? I mentioned the three doors, option number A, B, and C. What say you? How do we solve this?
Only good solutions, right? It's really tough time, really tough options ahead of us. That's why we're holding a big consultation right now, because we don't know how to get that money. And as the mayor was saying, it's like a bad soap. Every year, Quebec is sending the numbers way too late to balance the budget. So first of all, we need a strong sign from Quebec saying how much they will send to support the public transportation system. But since that money won't be enough to balance the budget, that's why we're consulting Montrealers in May to ask them, what do you think? And what of all those bad choices, which one is the less bad?
Yeah, and it's interesting because I wonder what Montrealers will say there, right? I mean, they'll probably say, "I want better service and I don't want to pay for it," and that's impossible, right?
Yeah, it's wishful thinking, and it's illegal in the province of Quebec for cities to make a deficit. So every year the books have to be balanced. So that's why since it's difficult choices. That's why we're holding those consultation, and we're really putting every options on the table. So on Monday, May the 6th of May, we're gonna have a public information session with all the experts of the City of Montreal, saying those are the different ways we're thinking. Those are the different options, and by the end of May, the last week of May, we're going to hear experts, Montrealers, citizens, and different organizations to hear their solutions or what could be the less harmful options to prefer.
Here's my worry, and the worry is that in public consultations, what will we hear? Make the drivers pay, make car users pay, increase their registration, tax them on the kilometers that they travel. That's my concern, is that there's problems in the public transit system, but the hurt is going to be on drivers. Do you think that's fair?
I think that everybody's welcome to those consultations. And when you look at the documents that the city has shared this week, every options are on the table. So it also includes cuts of services. It also includes internal optimization. Right now, the Minister Guilbeault asked for every public transportation offices to have those financial audits that would say, like, are they optimal? Can they save money somewhere? There's I'm a mayor of a borough. I know that we have to always look on optimization all the time, because sometimes you lose your touch and you just add services, and then so you always have to look for optimization. But there's a lack of 760 million for the budget only for next year. There won't be enough optimization for $560 million in optimization. So hard choices, definitely.
Pierre, this morning we start our show with a panel, and we were discussing this, and we have a panelist that was on this morning who's a senior citizen, and we were discussing how the decision was made to make public transit free for senior citizens, and he said, "Listen, I've got money. And I know a lot of seniors that have money, and now they're getting free transit. We know that decision, which was a promise, cost $79 million to pay for free public transit for seniors. Are there some things that you may have to walk back? Would that be on the table to say, you know what, it'll be we're going to go back to the old system, reduced fare, but not free fares for seniors?"
I think everything has to be on the table right now. We're living a climate crisis. We're living a housing crisis, and public transportation is very important. But we have to balance the book, and in that sense, we have to think about everything. So, as the head of the committee that will hear Montrealers, we're definitely open to hear all kinds of propositions, including this one.
I don't know, Pierre, if you read La Presse this morning. There is a story in that paper about how the REM is, as they put it, cannibalizing public transport revenues, that they are taking already just 5 stations open, and they're taking too big of a slice of the revenues that come in, even if they're not providing that same level of services. What do you think about that? Is the REM cannibalizing other modes of transport, and is that to the detriment of the funding of the system?
Well, we're inviting the Caisse de Dépôt as well to our committee, so we'll see if they come, but I'd like to hear them on that. I think that the REM de l'Ouest is a good thing. I mean, we always want more and better services, but it cannot be at the price that other services have less revenues. So that's something that we need to plan ahead on how you finance the public transit system. So, like the Caisse de Dépôt, they had powers that public transportation offices like STM, the STM doesn't have the same powers that Caisse de Dépôt when they're building new public transit. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely they made something specifically for the REM de l'Ouest, and I think people would want the same stuff the government gave to the REM de l'Ouest. The public transit system wants it as well.
Yeah. Pierre, listen, I'm sure we're going to have to talk about this many more times until the hard decisions are made. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks you for having me. Have a good day, Elias.
You too. That's Pierre Lessard-Blais. He's the mayor of Mercier-Hochelaga-Maisonneuve and chairman of Montreal's Finance Committee.